Hey guys, Jonathan Willett here for JM Sports 100 and the JM Sports Show. How is it going? I'm here to preview the action for Week 5 in the 2015 NFL season. In this video, we are going to take a look at the AFC North matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The Cleveland Browns come into this game 1-3 and they're 0-2 on the road. The Baltimore Ravens come into this game with an identical record of 1-3 after they got their first win last week against Pittsburgh. They are 0-1 at home. Let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens first, and they're getting their first win in Pittsburgh last Thursday against Michael Vick's Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you look at that game was a whole lot of Justin Forsett at the running back position. And I believe that against this Cleveland team, it could potentially be a lot of Justin Forsett again. I really like Justin Forsett. I think he's a hard runner. I think he has a lot of talent. He has been really good against the Browns. He was really good against the Browns last year. He ran all over them last year. The Ravens have dominated the Browns in for quite some time. Joe Flacco's got great numbers against the Cleveland Browns as well in his career, and I think a lot of this game is going to be balanced around Joe Hayden and whether or not there is a Joe Hayden. There wasn't a Joe Hayden last week against San Diego, and San Diego torched Cleveland through the air. Cleveland stopped the Chargers very well on the ground, holding them to 91 yards rushing last week. So I don't know if they can have that kind of luck against Justin Forsett. I think Baltimore has a better running game than San Diego. But the thing is, if you're Baltimore and if there is a Joe Hayden, then yes, I expect Forsett to be a big part of the Ravens' game plan. Even without Joe Hayden, I still expect him to be a big part of the game plan for the Baltimore Ravens. However, when you look at the numbers that Flacco has in his career against Baltimore, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So, the ratio still not as fantastic as you'd like. It's still a pretty decent ratio. He's 13-1 in his career against the Browns. So, I do expect a good game. I think Baltimore is finally starting to maybe hit their stride just a little. Maybe it's a little early to say hit their stride because they only have one win, but I think things are finally starting to circle. Now, I don't know that they beat Pittsburgh last Thursday with Ben Roethlisberger, but I don't think it matters. They're in need of a win. They're at home. They are going up against a team that they have enjoyed a lot of success with or against over the last couple of years. Um, Meanwhile, you look at Josh McCown. It's interesting. The Cleveland quarterback situation is interesting. McCown went out with the concussion. Then Manziel started. The Browns won. McCown went back as a starter. The Browns, Browns fans like, we want Johnny, we want Johnny. And then last week, McCown, 356 yards, 2 touchdowns. So, it's an interesting quarterback situation with what you do. It's a lot like the Houston quarterback situation right now. I think the Houston quarterback situation was straightened out a little bit last night. But McCown definitely is still playing for his job. He needs to have a good performance against this Baltimore team. Can he do it? I'm not sure. Also, another injury for the Browns too, potentially. Deshaun Gibson has an ankle, and he is going to play. But the question is, how healthy is he going to be? I do expect Flacco to do some picking. I expect him to move the ball through the air, but I also expect, like I said, a big dose of Justin Forsett. Too much of Justin Forsett. I think the Baltimore Ravens get the win at the end of the day. We are 0-1 on the week. We are coming off of a week last week that saw us go 11-4. 0-1, like I said, we had Houston beating Indy with no Andrew Luck and a unhealthy Matt Hasselbeck, and Houston made a game of it, but those penalties really hurt the Houston Texans last night, and it came back to haunt them. So with all that, we are 37-27 on the year. 806, 472, and 3 is our lifetime record. Don't forget to like the JM Sports Show page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Links, as always, are down in the description. And that is going to do it for me. I am Jonathan Moves Up for JM Sports 100 and the JM Sports Show. This has been a preview of the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens, and I will see you guys later.